Good morning, children. Sharnu Shanarthi. Today we are going to begin a new chapter, that is chapter 10, Visualizing Solid Shapes. Solids have fixed shape and occupy a space. A solid is made up of polygonal regions which are called its faces. Polyhedron. A solid shape bounded by polygons is called polyhedron. It is also called as platonic solid. Means we are going to learn about three-dimensional shapes, that is about 3D shapes in this chapter. Now let us consider a three-dimensional shape, that is cube. You know already, children, a cube has 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges, is it? Then let us move to the next point, that is a polyhedron has some number of plane faces, edges and vertices which satisfy the relationship F plus V minus E is equal to 2, where F stands for number of faces, V stands for number of vertices and E stands for number of edges. The relation F plus V minus E is equal to 2 is called Euler's formula. Let's move to the next point, that is prism. A prism is a solid whose side faces are parallelograms and whose ends or bases are congruent parallel polygons. A prism has 2 triangular faces, 3 rectangular faces, 6 vertices and 9 edges. For example, triangular prism. Triangular prism has top and base both as triangles and remaining 3 faces are rectangular in faces, that is parallelogram in shape. Okay. Cube is also considered as prism because in cube top and base both are square in shape and remaining all the 4 sides are rectangular faces we can call. Because square is also a rectangle, you can call those all the 4 sides as parallelogram also because square is a special parallelogram. Another example for prism, that is cuboid. A cuboid has 6 faces. Here base and top both will be in rectangle shapes and remaining all the 4 sides we can consider it as a parallelogram because rectangle is also a special parallelogram. It holds all the properties of a parallelogram. The next point, that is pyramid. A pyramid is a polyhedron whose base is a polygon of any number of sides and whose other faces are triangles with a common vertex. For example, a pyramid has 1 square face, 4 triangular faces, 5 vertices and 8 edges. Means it is a square pyramid. Some more examples for pyramid are tetrahedron. In tetrahedron, the base will be triangle in shape and remaining 3 faces will be again triangular faces and it will have 1 vertex, that is common vertex. Okay. Another example, pentagonal pyramid, means the base will be in pentagon shape which has 5 sides. Okay. And remaining all the faces will be triangular in shape which will meet at 1 vertex. Okay. All the triangular faces will meet at 1 vertex. In the same way, you can consider hexagonal pyramid also. Rectangular pyramid, octagonal pyramid are also some more examples for pyramids. The next point, that is tetrahedron. A pyramid is called a triangular pyramid if its base is a triangle. A triangular pyramid is also called a tetrahedron. Tetrahedron has 4 triangular faces, 4 vertices and 6 edges. The next point is hexahedron. Cube is the only platonic solid whose every face is a square and cube is also known as hexahedron. A hexahedron has 6 square faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. The next point, that is octahedron. The Platonic solid which has 4 equilateral triangles meeting at each vertex is known as octahedron. An octahedron has 8 triangular faces, 6 vertices and 12 edges. The next point, that is icosahedron. The Platonic solid in which 5 equilateral triangles meet a point to form a vertex is known as icosahedron. An icosahedron has 20 triangular faces, 12 vertices and 30 edges. Some real life examples you can observe here. The next point, that is dodecahedron. The Platonic solid whose every face is a pentagon is known as dodecahedron. Now you observe this given table, children. You will understand the Euler's formula completely. For example, some polyhedrons I had given. First, that is A, cuboid, B, triangular prism, C, pentagonal pyramid, D, tetrahedron, E, octahedron, F, hexagonal pyramid. Okay. How many faces these each polyhedron has? How many vertices it has given in this? F plus V is equal to, means if you add F plus V, what you will get? That also has been given. Number of edges is given in the 4th column. Already you added, children, F plus V, that is number of faces plus number of vertices. You subtract the number of edges from that. You will get exactly 2. Then Euler's formula holds good for all the polyhedrons. Okay? If it not holds good, it is not a polyhedron. Okay? Now you observe this rectangular prism, children, which is nothing but a cuboid. It has 6 faces, 8 vertices. 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. It has 12 edges. 14 minus 12 gives 2. That is F plus V minus E is equal to 2 we got. It is for cuboid. Euler's formula holds good. In the same way, it holds good for cube also, because cube also has 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. The next polyhedron, that is triangular prism. Triangular prism has 5 faces, 6 vertices. 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. Number of edges are 9. 11 minus 9 gives 2. Therefore, F plus V minus E is equal to 2. It holds Euler's formula. Now we are going to consider pentagonal pyramid. It has 6 faces, 6 vertices. 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Number of edges is equal to 10. F plus V minus E is equal to 2, because 12 minus 10 gives 2. Here Euler's formula holds good. Now we are going to consider the next polyhedron, that is tetrahedron. Tetrahedron has 4 faces, 4 vertices. Then 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. That is number of faces plus number of vertices is equal to 8. Number of edges is equal to 6. 8 minus 6 gives 2. That is F plus V minus E is equal to 2. Euler's formula holds good. Therefore, it is a polyhedron. The next polyhedron we are going to consider is octahedron. Octahedron has 8 faces, 6 vertices. Then F plus V is equal to 14. Number of edges is equal to 12. 14 minus 12 gives 2. That is F plus V minus E is equal to 2. Now you are going to verify whether the Euler's formula holds good for hexagonal pyramid or not. Hexagonal pyramid has 7 faces, 7 vertices. 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. Here number of edges is equal to 12. 14 minus 12 gives 2. That is F plus V minus E is equal to 2. Now we can come to a conclusion that Euler's formula holds good for all the polyhedrons. Until now you observed many three-dimensional shapes, children. I hope you understood what is the difference between prism and pyramid. To make it still more clear, here is another chart. Observe this chart, children. You will understand what is the difference between prism and pyramid. First one, triangular prism and triangular pyramid. Second one, pentagonal prism and pentagonal pyramid. Third one, square prism, square pyramid. Square prism is also called as cube, is it? Fourth one, hexagonal prism, hexagonal pyramid. Fifth one, rectangular prism and rectangular pyramid. Here rectangular prism means cuboid, okay? And sixth one, octagonal prism and octagonal pyramid. Now you make a list of number of faces, vertices and edges for all the given figures and verify Euler's formula. You all already know that a simple closed figure made up of line segments is called a polygon. Here convex polygons and concave polygons are there in front of you. Convex polygons will have all the diagonals inside. You know that a diagonal is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices. In concave polygons, one or more diagonals will be outside. Three-dimensional shapes will have volume in it. All the three-dimensional figures we won't call it as polyhedron, children. A solid shape bounded by line segments is called a polyhedron. Means, for example, cylinder, cone and sphere. These three are not polyhedrons. Okay then, for conclusion, pyramids will have a base which is a polygon and remaining all the faces will be triangular in shape which meets at one common vertex. Okay? And prism, two congruent bases will be there and remaining all the side faces will be in rectangular shape. Thank you.